is amazing. It's clash heads again. This is like Chaz Mostert and Cam Waters.
For the first time here for season 3. Davis on pole, Vanderkrant in second. It's going to be sprint round action here tonight. Let's go racing here at Daytona. It was a good start there from Davis in comparison to Vanderkrant in behind. Cowan's absolutely bogged it up and already dropped out of the top 3 here as they come down towards turn 1 for the first time. There's biffing and barging between Gallen and Cowan. These guys are still going at it after last season. They survived for this time by though. Through turn 2 and 3 they come. Nice and clean, boys. Keep it up as they come up to...
I love riding. It's a real social thing. There's a great bond between riders.
Every weekend I look forward to getting out there. It's a freedom like no other.
Riding to work is a great way to start the day.
Shannons insure all types of road bikes, not just classics. They offer features riders really want. It's why they're one of Australia's leading motorcycle insurance providers.
Whatever you ride, whatever you ride,
Whatever you ride.
ride with Shannons.
Call 134646 for a quote.
Through turn 1, it was a horrible start from De Bono. He's absolutely bogged it up and gets eaten alive by Dixon and Gowans as they come on through. Through turn 1 they come, and they all spread out around in towards the first sector of the Silverstone circuit. They look all right at the moment. Okay, there's already been a car spun round. That's Jordan Ferguson offline.
Is green, green, green at Road Atlanta here as well. Faulkner did get away. De Bono is tucked in as well. Unfortunately, Houghton is on that outside line. De Bono does want to tell him to do. He's got the job. De Bono's overtaken. Now can he get Ben Faulkner up through turns for 2 and 3? They go round the right-hander, dropping down the hill. Faulkner's out in front. De Bono second. Houghton third. Ratcliffe in fourth. No real dramas going into turn 1.
We've always had a few cars. They're all special. The T-Bird.
Oh, that's mine.
The Combi for when we want to get away. The XR8.
It's going to be a classic.
They're all insured with Shannons,
We've also got Shannon's home and contents cover.
which helps protect our automotive collectibles, tools and memorabilia in the home and garage. If you're motoring enthusiasts like us, it's got to be.
Shannon's.
Shannons, insurance for motoring enthusiasts. Call 134646 for a quote.
This is amazing. It's clash heads again. This is like Chaz Mostert and Cam Waters. Almost the same situation. Better contact going down the hill. Sam Noble wants to sniff on Dave Coleman now. Sam Noble bottle right now because tell you what, Bruce Tannock and Jamie Dyke just absolutely drove away from us. Hayden trying to go around the outside. This is where he could have just sent it up the inside, but he hasn't committed, which is fair enough. It's very scary out there, ladies and gentlemen. Now let's see if we get a good run. Dodd's just absolutely thinking about it. It's a really nice move. Blake Delaney had to move out of the way.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is, well, it's Wednesday evening for you guys, and welcome back to the SRWtv TV Cooler Master Super Formula Lights Championship Round 3 from Misano. Yes, it's the Englishman. I'm JP. I'm in the booth for Steve Sinkovic here this evening as well, so a new lineup for you guys to fully enjoy. And we are at Misano, 4.17 kilometers in length here, or if you work in miles like my good self, it's 2.610. It's going to be a very interesting evening of racing. Let's bring you up to date with the current scores on the doors. We'll start it off nicely with the class here as well, and these guys are literally there. Oh, I'm not quite sure why it's all gone on that side. What has gone on here? But there you go. Russell Gander is out in front currently at this moment in time. He is leading the way. We call it Callum Rossender next in second place. Then Matt Tesorio, Mitch Noble, Greg Johnson, Dean Sinkovic, Kevin Wakefield, Keegan Cadwell, Phil Buckland, Danny Matsix, Nicholas Schallenberg, and John Cashin there as well. So forgiveness if I have completely just butchered your names, but thank you so much for appreciating the fact that I am English and we don't always get names right in the first place. So let's have a look at the Pro-Am situation now. You can see young Tyler Sheaf out in front at this moment in time as well, with Jason Depp in second, Benjamin Brook in third, and Gordon McCulloch in fourth, Matthew Gerard in fifth, Timothy Schallenberg, is he not in the AMS? I'm sure I've just read that name, in sixth, then Nathan Verney in seventh, with Andrew Rushworth, Callum Hodgkinson, Jack Anderson, Pete Ziegler, Tony Baker, Martin Lipsky, Joshua King, Mark Cochran, and then Shane Ratcliffe at the bottom. In the pro standings currently here as well, and there is quite a lot of them. Phil Vella is out in front, with Dave Roberts in second, and Dan Byrne sitting in third place. These guys have just entered into qualifying. Marcus Knitska in fourth, and Darren Fahey, Jay Dixon, Jamie Davis, Scott Pocock, David Gallo, Scott Barton, Danny Davison, Sam Catagazinos, Tom Donahue, Dylan DeBono, Brandon Grock, Damien Cairns, Doug Gowans, Alan Dawson, Jamie Dyke, and Joshua Houghton are all in there as well. Well, it's been a very eventful evening so far for us, Steve. We're going into qualifying now. We've seen people trying to get into the pit lane in a very different way. What are we expecting here from Misano?
No idea, because I've just purchased this track, mate. So I've got diddly squat information in regards to this track, apart from what the boys have told me of what the expectations are for fuel burn and all that sort of stuff. So for me, this is going to be just as much of a learning curve as some of these drivers out there who are probably just bought it for the night. And looking at Mr. Phil Vella hitting purple across the timing board, he's going to be on fire for this. He's probably practiced a fair bit as well.
Yeah, to be honest with you, mate, I'm in the same boat as you. I literally bought the track before we went live. I didn't realise I never had it, to be honest with you. I clearly never been here before in my whole entire life. Well, this is brought out to the schedule. Did it only come out was it this season or last season for Misano?
Just came out the last batch, I think it was. That's why the boys thought they'd come and test it out. Something a bit new, something a bit different. It looks good. The track looks sensational on camera. The layout is very impressive as well. It looks like there's going to be a lot of tight twisties. Every bit of long sprint is to a hard break point. It's the first corner is going to be a left-hander again. It's going to be crazy, mate. I'm tipping that a lot of these boys haven't done a lot of practice on here as well. So the level of knowledge of the track out there is going to be very, very similar.
Yeah, I think you could be right on that one. As I say, depending if people obviously have put the practice in, which is kind of little bit important here as well. But Phil Vella leading the way in pros. He's got purples all the way across sectors 1 and 2 at the moment. What's he going to be able to do with 3 here? Is he going to have another sector? Is this going to be the fastest lap of the race from Phil Vella? Looks very quick, does old Phil there, Steve. Obviously, I'm not normally on this series, but Phil Vella does look like the man to beat as he goes on 1:27.852.
He's always been a very, very fast guy out there. Dylan DeBono, he's been doing really well as well out there in the season at the moment. He's, I believe, he's leading the pros as well. So it's going to be a good ding dog out there, mate. The names out there that straight away ring bells for me: Vella, Gallo, Davis, Byrne, Kanitska, DeBono. They're all at top end. Dixon, Fahey, these are all fast boys, and there's a lot of the ones that are still down the bottom there. Dave Roberts, last season's champion, is sitting at 20th at the moment, so it's a very good spread. And based on the fact that we're running the Nationals at the end of this season, hence is why we've got so many damn drivers in the series as well, which is absolutely awesome.
Yeah, we have. I think there's nearly touching on 40. We'll let you know when everybody does get their lap times in, how many we've actually got here. But I think this could be an interesting one. Now, obviously for me, traditionally, GR86's Formula V man, seeing some of the familiar names here, the likes of Dylan DeBono, the likes of Dougie Gowans, the likes of David Gallo, my Carlin boys repping in the Super Formulas.
The Carlin boys are here. You have someone to yell for, mate. Yes.
I do, mate. I've got, I'll get them cheering out. Don't worry, I'll make a video with my pom-pom, start cheering them on. It'll be all right. However, you probably don't want to see me in a cheerleader's outfit. Not a good look. To be blatantly honest.
Probably just as good looking as me.
Yeah, I know. I look like Borat, mate. No, my luck. But, the normal guys in there. But how do you transfer? Because generally I would only race one series, right? Because I ain't got the skill levels to be dealing with multiple cars. How do the likes of Byrne, Gallo, Gowans, DeBono, all of these people go out and learn multiple cars and still be bleeding Swift in it? It makes me sick. I can't even get one right.
Oh, yeah, it's so true. And you know what? Some of them don't mean it. Like if you look at Gallo, Gowans, and who's the other one? And Byrne. Byrne and Gallo just came in for a bit of fun in the 86, and they thought, actually, this is really competitive and this is really cool. We're going to actually focus on some of this as well. So now they're focusing on both these series and having a blast. But a lot of these drivers, JP, race in probably 3 or 4 events with us during the week. So, V8s, the 86s, the Formula 3s, the GT3s, and also our Legends series as well. So they mix it up a fair bit. A lot of the boys will race 2 to 3 different series.
Oh, blimey. Well, I can't do that. I'll have to concentrate on one, to be bluntly honest with you. Otherwise, it all gets a little bit long. Gallo puts himself in second place on a 1:27.633. Currently, at this moment in time, Dylan DeBono has just gone up into fourth on a 1:27.927. 1:27s seems to be the way to go. And as I say, he's done so well. He goes and puts it off the side of the circuit. So thanks very much for that one, Mr. DeBono. But you can see again, we talk about this every... It's always the way, Steve. Always the way. We see situations that we look at every single time we talk about racing. When we got multi-class, we've got Mitch Noble, who's showing us an AM at the moment, sitting up in 8th place. We've got pro-ams mixing it in with pros. It's going to be very compact with different speed levels, I think.
Ooh, so we have got an impeding driver, JP. 033, Kevin Wakefield has impeded someone at some point. And he is got a pit lane start.
Oh,
Mr. Kevin Wakefield.
Not a good look there for Mr. Wakefield, unfortunately, but there we go. I think it's very tough when you're running in open wheelers anyway, especially in the Formula Lights. They do effectively replace the F3s. I know there was they come out in a lot of hype, and everybody I work with in the F3 series is that I broadcast switched over to the Super Formula Lights as well. These cars, obviously, the little brothers of the Super Formulas, right? There's no push to passes. Yep. They're not far off the F3 situation within their open wheelers as well. when we're in the GR86s, we see a lot of argy-bargy, we see a lot of door banging, we see a lot of things. You know,
This is gentleman out here, mate. This is gentleman.
You've got to be, haven't you? Because this is open wheel. So if you go and stick it in the wall and you got bits of wheels coming off all over the place, you can guarantee when you go back to the pits, your spotter's going to go, we've got too much damage. And you're like, right.
Very true. They disintegrate quite nicely as well, too, mate. You wait till you see the first few incidents; they fall apart very well. Yeah, you get to see the wheels attached to the tethers and everything.
Yeah, I've seen them break before, mate, and they do manage to sort of fall apart in a very nice, gentlemanly way. Unfortunately, the only thing I have a little bit upset with, you don't see a tyre going rolling off down the road like you used to in the old 80s and 90s now. They've stuck them on tethers to stop them going flying off. But I think this could be an interesting one for us, and I think this could be, well, quite action-packed if I'm honest with you, because with the amount of cars we got, now we are waiting for more to go through, so at the moment I'm looking at 36 cars have registered a time. We've got about another 4 to 5 more possibly who are going to set times. We're looking at a 40-car grid. We're going to be looking at a standing start, God help us, and we're going down into a very tricky right-hander.
New track as well.
How many cars off at the beginning?
Yeah.
Where's Jamie Davis when I need him? He's normally the one in YouTube chat telling me how many cars are going to go off. How many cars do you reckon are going to end up off in turn 1?
Look, it's a pretty wide open turn 1, so I reckon there's going to be a lot of space to run off. I reckon about 4 or 5. But you know what? These guys are now round 3 into season 3, and they've had 40-plus drivers every round, so they're used to it. They're already in a position now where they know they've got to watch each other out and make sure everything goes right. But tonight is a heat and feature tonight as well. So we've got a 20-minute first heat, and then a 40-minute feature. And that will be some epic fun. I think I'm predicting the first heat, a bit of touch and go, a bit of argy-bargy and trying to get up the pointy end very quickly. But the 40-minute, I think they'll settle in quite nicely and take it in their tiles. We're probably expecting about 14 laps for the heat and around 28 for the feature.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the interesting thing. 28 for the feature. You know, they're saying we're looking at stint lengths of around about 17 laps, possibly 24 minutes. Pit windows 11 as well, lap 11 to 17. What do we think in conjunction with that? Now, I'm very much, I don't do fuel saving, right? It's not in my nature. I haven't got the ability. I would never clue. No, I haven't got the ability to comprehend that. I think when you reach above 40, your brain cells go out the window most of the time anyway. So me personally, Steve, I would just run the car out, see where I end up, rely on my guy to stick enough fuel in, and go again. Now, what some of these are going to do.
Exactly that. Yep. That's as far as my mental capacity goes as well. And now, thank God, now iRacing fills you up to a lap or 2, depending on what your setting is, so you don't have to worry about your crew chief. Because I was the worst. I would jump in the car and forget to turn my crew chief on. So when I'd go for a pits, iRacing would fill me up to the top, and I'd be just floating around and back again like usual. So at least now iRacing's taken that out of my hands and made it a little bit more stupid friendly.
Yeah, I agree with you. Some people don't like the auto fuel, but I think a lot of the time that's probably because it's not set straight. If you set the auto fuel properly, you will obviously be able to get what you want out of it. But I think for me, it's imperative in a NASCAR race, because obviously you never know how many green-white checkers you're going to get. So I always give myself a couple of extra laps at the end, so I don't have to try and dive into the pits on a GWC to be able to go and get fuel. But these guys, I'm sure, Steve, are probably 2 things. A lot younger than me and you, and B, probably a lot smarter than me and you as well, to be fair, mate. And I think they've probably got a better idea.
Counts, mate.
Yeah, no, mate. We've got to be honest with ourselves, Steve. We've got to be honest with ourselves. What's the actual point of being here?
There's nothing wrong with a wake-up call and some reality in the morning, mate, when it slaps you in the face and you try to get out and you're getting out of the bed like a baby giraffe, and you're nowhere near the age of a baby giraffe.
Mate, I feel the same thing. I wake up every day and go, oh, that's a new pain. I didn't have that one yesterday. Oh, it's a shame how your body just rots. You know?
It does. This timing tower is really starting to clean itself up into pro. Pro-Am and the Am. There's still the Pro-Ams and the Ams are a bit mixed up still, but the Pros are all filtering up to the top end of the point. The only few that we're missing is Davis, Kudakazinos, Donahue, and Pocock to get themselves up.
Yeah, Alan Dawson's in there as well, isn't he? So
yeah,
we'll see how we get on.
We've got 2 minutes. I've got about a minute left, so it's a feature. So I'm not sure if it's going to let them run its course all the way through. We've got Johnny Rowe going, yay, the Velocity boys. We've got a very quiet room tonight. Maybe lack of show from last night has let everyone go on a holiday. But Laura, we're expecting you to come in and say hello to us, being that we are fresh for the night.
Yeah,
here's the grids, mate.
Phil Vella is in first place with David Gallo in second and Danny Davison in third. Dan Byrne in fourth. Oh, go on, Colin. 2 and 4. Cracking. Dylan DeBono in fifth. Not that I'm biased. Doug Gowans in sixth. And Scotty Barton in seventh. Darren Fahey in eighth place. Brendan Grock in ninth. And Marcus Knitska in 10th. And Jay Dixon 11th. And Dave Roberts is there in 12th place. Moving on, Mitch Noble, the first of the AMs in 13th. And Scotty Pocock in 14th. Benjamin Brook, Pro-Ams in 15th. With Jason Depp alongside him. Thomas Donoghue in 17th with Matt Tessasorio in 18th place. Jordan Ferguson 19th. Tyler Sheaf down in 20th. Callan Rosenda in 21st. And Sam Katkazinos in 22nd. Jamie Davis 23rd. And then in 24th place is Timothy Schallenberg. On that one, I'm sure if I don't pronounce your name properly, I'm sorry.
You did well, Schallenberg.
Oh, well, there you go, mate. I'm ruling. 25th is Andrew Rushworth. Then Nathan Verney, Jack Anderson, Keegan Coldwell, Sean Bonici and Dean Sinkovic round out the top 30. Then you've got Alan Dawson, Kevin Wakefield, Shane Ratcliffe, Russell Gander, Greg Johnson and Martin Lipsky up to 36. Then behind that, Josh King, Mark Cochran, Greg Barber and Adam Hughes as I go and check RC to see who is in the RC room. And then we've got Steve McCartan and then Callum Hodgkinson and obviously the guys in the safety car at the bottom. Give up 40 cars, Steve. Can't go wrong, right?
No, we can't go wrong. It's going to be action-packed all the way through. I'm going to have my second camera filtering away in the background as we go as well to give the boys down the back of the field a bit of a show. That's something they won't be used to because they don't usually get that on a Wednesday night. But what I'll actually do is, what position is Mr. DeBono in?
He is in 5th.
So we'll go a bit further back. We'll go for about...
Start the Pro-Ams down in 15th.
Oh, you know what?
Benjamin Brook.
Who's that?
Benjamin Brook and
Benjamin
Jason
Brook?
Depp. Yeah, Pro-Am.
Benjamin Brook. All right, I've got my camera on Benjamin Brook. Focus there. Just make sure I've got it on T2. T2 for you. And it's looking spectacular. The colours on this track are sensational. It's going to be an absolute ripper of a night here tonight. We are filling the field all the way just before the bend. So this must be a considerably big grid. Well, we are going around a bit.
Yeah, Mark Cochran can't even see the lights. He's going to completely rely on somebody else in front of him to tell him when to go because he can't see absolutely anything.
He's got a seeing eye dog that's going to go...
Yeah, yes. It's time to go. It's time to go. So, there we go. These guys at the front are, well, they've got it nice and easy. Lights are above the red. So let's see how they get. And obviously, we are in a joke, and the lights do show up above the driver head. They will see the lights, all right? You know, don't panic too much. He isn't just relying on people in front of him there as well. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ladies and gentlemen, we are green. And Phil Vella gets off the line as they go rushing down into turn 1 on the inside at the moment. David Gallo holding second station with Danny Davidson, Dan Byrne and Dylan DeBono tucked in right behind that in 5th place as well. There's been a lot of action further back. People swapping all over the place. Alan Dawson's had a little bit of a ta-ta-ta. He's gone round. Oh, he's actually got a car on top of him there as well. So them guys not having a good one. But Phil Vella out in front for turn 1 as they go running up into the curve of Quasera at the end of this corner. The left-hander here. And you can see Phil Vella has done what he needed to do in this sprint race. Dan Byrne sitting in 4th place alongside Darren Fahey and Dylan DeBono are battling it out further down. Dougie Gowan's in there. Looks like Ben Brooks just lost the places as well, Steve. It's all getting a little bit ta-ta-ta, should we say, between them all.
It is. But it's actually a lot closer than we expected, knowing that it's a brand new track. The back of the field is seemed to be filtered its way through very cleanly too. We've had one spin, a couple of touches, but nothing major. But Valor is already ripping this out to 6/10 as we speak. And the biggest gap is the top 4 pulling away from Darren Fahey. They've pulled away by a minute, 1 second to 0.11 at the moment. So these guys that you see at the front are starting to make tracks.
Yeah, they're opening it up as they're coming around the left-hander now, going into cover. Misano, the last corner on this. It looks like Brandon Grock is at a moment.
He's got a spin.
Yeah, Grock's had a steady.
Ooh, another one.
Bro, Brandon Grock as well. Phil Vella over the
Peacock
line.
as well.
Yep, for the first lap here as well. Phil Vella doing an absolute stellar job. Is out in front. We'll have a look back at some of these replays very shortly. Let's get lap 1 out the way for everybody. Brandon Grock is down here with the pros of Scotty Pocock and Sam Cataginas. They're having a nice little bit of a ding-dong in this one as well. 2 wide. Be careful, boys. Careful. Oh, round the left-hander.
Tell you what, these things, they tangle up very, very quickly, and it's quite a narrow turn 1 and 2. Who's that? Martin Lipsky's gone off. He's found himself the exit ramp. Keep a safe entry. Wakefield's coming past. Done well.
Yeah, he did. Dougie Gallant's just made up a place, gone up the inside of Scotty Barton this time around as well. So from that one, Scotty unfortunately losing out this time, losing a place. He's going to have to try and look and see what he's able to do. We're going around the right-hander now. We've got the run into Cavone before we go into cover. De Caro, the right-hander at the end of the race. Oh, you see in the top right corner, there is a track mate. See them heading round there as well. Through the right-hander they go. Scotty Barton's going to try and go round the outside. Is he going to be able to hold it? He's got a long way, mind you. There's the car on our inside. They're still battling 2 wide. Are they going to be able to make it through? Scotty, no. I tell you what,
that was well done by Gallants. He made his car super wide through there. Made sure he gave him minimal room to make it clean.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, we've got somebody off the side of the circuit in front of us there. That's Dylan DeBone. Well, that was Dylan DeBone.
Oh, no, yes, he's gone off.
He's gone, unfortunately, out as well. So a lot going on there. Looks like Alan Dawson's left the pit lane and then crashed, unfortunately. Rosenda and Davis. Depps had a moment. Caldwell, Kazinos, they've crashed together. Lipsky as well. It has been a very action-packed race. And obviously, you know, they haven't got long in the first one, Steve. 20 minutes here, mate. It's going to be a battle to get to the front, but they're all got to do it relatively cleanly.
And don't forget reverse top 10. So the boys that are sitting around 10th place, if they feel that it's going to be too risky to push all the way through, there's more points for the feature. Around the 10th position is a good place to be. Dylan DeBono sitting right there with Jay Dixon, both very, very fast drivers sitting on 9th and 11th.
Yeah, you can see the gainers and the losers on the left-hand side in the top 20. It is Mr. Jack Anderson up 7 places, the highest gainer, but we've got Mark Cochran on 10, and then we've got Callum Hodgkinson, who's gained 11 places. So these guys doing an absolutely stellar job working their way through. Fahey at the moment is currently side by side there. That's Dan Byrne from the Carlins. Side by side they go. It's all getting a little bit scrappy here through the left-hander into cover. Misano, the left-hander, last one on the racetrack now. Pit entries on the left. Well, these guys will have to try and remember that on this new circuit, but Dan Byrne nestles in behind him. What's the draft going to be like? Is Bernie going to go for it as well? Send it out the inside, not this time. Through the right-hander of 1, then the left-hander of 2, and Dan Byrne from the Carlin still holds on into that 5th place at the moment. Looks like Sheepy's at a moment, Coldwell's at a moment, Davis is at another moment. Byrne's not giving up here, but boy oh boy, there's a few people that are going to rue this lap one, or this race one I should say.
There's battles galore, mate. Even down the back on the bottom screen, they're going hell for leather, 2 wide and 3 wide. So they're showing us the show everywhere. Gene is gone. Car 62 contact lap 1 has got himself a drive-through penalty. Car 62 is Alan Dawson. So,
oh, Sheepy, your back end's already going, son. Oh, and that was how Tyler Sheep lost a bunch of positions on that one, unfortunately for him. Dan Byrne's still going for it here as well. Now we've got with Scotty Barton, has got Konitska, DeBono, Roberts, Mitch Noble, the leading AM is there as well, doing a great job at the moment. But Dave Roberts is putting DeBono all under all sorts of pressure. Now into cover to Caro they go, the right-hander before the left-hander of Curva Misano, the last corner on this race racetrack, and these guys doing an absolutely stellar job. There is battles here in the pros. There's battles down here in a pro and a pro-am of Thomas Donoghue. Oh, just got a big old slide on. And unfortunately for Donoghue, he's just lost 2 places in that one. So Donoghue not doing great job there as well. Too much power, Steve. Is it going to be something we're going to see regularly?
Yeah, it is. It's definitely 100%. Before you said to yourself you had a whiplash of a Schmellenberg name. You thought you said it twice. Well, there's a Schmellenberg in the chat right now. His brother Nick. So he's a fellow driver of the same team. And we've got Adrian Loretti. Welcome back to the comms, Mr. Loretti. I hope everything's going good for you. Former DFR driver who competed with Mr. Darren Fahey. And I think Jay Dixon's the other one in DFR as well.
Yeah, we go on to the nose of Donoghue as he's chasing down Desurio there. You see him in front. See how much that nose is rising and falling over the bumps of Misano. They're going. Now he's going to hit the brakes and get this car down. You'll see the nose dip in very, very shortly. We've got a fast right-hander coming up that wing doing all the work. Now go through another right-hander. Now we're going to hit the brakes and the ring's going to scrape on the floor. There you go. You can see it drop down to the bottom there as well. Great job by Donoghue. Absolutely amazing. I do love looking at the way the car reacts under braking as well, Steve, because that nose does dip right in when you're carrying the pace that these guys are.
And you can see also the smoother drivers from the rougher drivers because of the ones that can take the line without going too wide off the curb. Gives them a bit more stability, a bit more pace, and a little bit more aerodynamic as you're coming down. As you can see, Danny Byrne fighting it up with Darren Fahey. Darren Fahey has started off the season very, very well. He won the 2 Shadow season races off the mid-season break, and he's continuing his form into this season as well.
Yeah, looking back from Fahey into Byrne, we've also got Mitch Noble in a nice little tidy battle with Dave Roberts. There is Mitch there, the green of the SRWtv liveried machine. Is he going to be able to get through into the right-hander? He's not this time. Well, however, he will now, because I can tell you one thing, there was an absolute mistake there from Roberts. That's going to allow him side by side on the run around this very fast right-hander section. Noble's got the inside line. They're going to go 3 wide. They're still 3 wide. Are they going to be able to make it again? No, they've now got 2 wide. Dougie Gowan's on the inside, literally sending it out the inside there for Dougie Gowans. He gains 2 spots, puts himself up into 9th. Great job from Dougie. Mitch Noble still on reverse pole.
Doing very, very well. Mitch is driving out of his skin at the moment, and if you look at the top 20, he's got a fair mix of everyone after the 10th and 11th position. I've got my camera focused on Brandon Grouch, who did have the boys behind him really, really close, but he's just pulled away from the last lap or so. He was getting a lot of pressure, but he's in clean sailing again. I'm trying to find some battles for you guys to see apart from what's going on in the main part of the batch, but they've spaced themselves out a little bit at the moment.
Yeah, we've got the Fahey, Byrne, and then we've got Gowans with about 5 people behind him. Then we've got Jordan Ferguson, then Vini and Depp behind that. And then we've got Gander, Ratcliffe and Sheaf. Sheafy's trying to come back through the field, of course, here after having his earlier spin. Currently for Tyler Sheaf, you know, he's got to be able to learn to make his way back through. He is leading the Pro-Am class, so he needs to get as many points as he can get, Tyler Sheaf. But in front is Gander and Ratcliffe. Ratcliffe's just taking the inside line away from Gander. Gander's going to hang it out around the outside now. Now they've got this run into a right-hander. This should give Gander the inside line. Is he going to give it up? Is he not going to give it up? He's not giving it up at the moment. Ratcliffe still trying. He goes in deep. Gander locks it up tight. Now we've got this very fast section. Now we could be in for a 3 wide situation. Tyler Sheaf in there. Scotty Pocock in there as well. He's nudged in there, Steve. He's going to try and get through. Sheafy's making his way out. He's going to want to get one more if he can. Can he get hold of Ratcliffe as well? Both in the Pro-Am battle. This is a track position. This is a class position. Shaney Ratcliffe, Tyler Sheaf. Sheaf doesn't make it this time, but surely he's got to get him on the run down into turn 1.
He's doing exceptionally well. His problem is that he tends to overdrive it and just give himself that odd spin every race, which puts him all the way out of position, has to start all the way again. But he's doing really well at the moment. The battle's everywhere. Phil Vella's got himself 1.27.850 as the fastest lap at the moment. He is on fire out there.
If it is, be careful of that little off track. There's a car facing, well, it's stopped on the right hand side there. I think that might be Jamie Davids having a bit more of an issue, but Tyler Sheep from the Velocity chasing down Shane Ratcliffe from the Velocity Sim Lab, where we've got Velocity Racing and Velocity Sim Lab. So that's going to be not much of a tongue twister, too much for us up here in the booth as well. It's been quite a hectic first 11 minutes here. We've got 9 minutes to go. I feel some of these battles still can't quite, they're not done yet. Do you know what I mean? I feel we could be in for a little bit of a Chinese New Year firework party come towards the end of the last 5 minutes.
So we've got a drive-through for car 443. During the incident, Callum Rosenender didn't hold his brakes and caused further incident, so he's got himself a drive-through. He's down in 27th, was that 37th position? Let me just slide my finger over. Yeah, 37th position, so he's going to do it all again. Jamie Davis is having a shocker tonight, down in 38th. Our biggest mover seems to be, I think it is Callum Hodgkinson, up 13 places, but correct me if I'm wrong. Let me just scroll up again.
You know, that's where Jamie Davis decided he didn't want to keep the car on the race circuit anymore, unfortunately. Coming in to the right-hander there. Now he's got to go left, just got it all wrong. The back end sliding before he even got into the entrance into two. And unfortunately for Davis, he's off the side of the circuit. So Davis is going to have to go again. However, he's a lap down, sitting all the way down in 38th place at the moment. Sean Benici and Benjamin Brook are swapping places there once again from the Frog Leap Juiced Racing team. Yeah, that's a bit of a mouthful, isn't it? Let's be real about it.
It is. It's a bit of a tongue twister, yeah. Frog Leap Juiced. You'd almost want to say, you know, Frog Juice Leap or Frog Leap Juice or Frog Juice Leap.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. It's kind of the wrong way round. But back in the pro-ams, we've got Jason Depp. He is locked on here to the back of Nathan Verney. As these guys are continuing battling it out. They love Verney's livery, nice and bright, another Tron-esque livery. If you haven't...
You took the words out of my mouth. I was just about to say, fucking Tron.
Mate, I
think
love
we're showing
films.
our age, mate.
Oh, mate, the original. Oh, if you haven't watched Tron, go watch it. You see what we mean. As us old people discuss and reminisce. Back in our day, everybody. But let's get back. Jason Depp going for it round turn one. It's going to be hard on the brakes into the left-hander and two at the moment. Great little battle. We've got 6 minutes remaining of heat number one before we've got a 40-minute pit stopped heat number two. So that's going to be an interesting one to see how these guys get on as well. What do we think the situation, though, Steve? Pit stops 40 minutes. Surely we're not going to need tyres, right? It's only 40 minutes.
Look, I don't reckon the pros won't take tyres. They won't take tyres, but some of the AMs might. They might, with extra spinning and extra sliding that they're doing, they'll probably take them. But the guys in the very pointy end won't take them. I've got my camera on Daniel Byrne, who's being chased down by Darren Fahey and Scotty Byrne. There it's 3/10 and 2/10 down the bottom if you want to take that. But these gents are starting to bunch up a little bit. A couple of packs. Jay Dixon's got Thomas Donahue and Brandon Grouch chasing him down as well. So Mitch Noble was getting pressure from Matty Tresarorio down the back of the field, down the very, very back of the field. Where's Brupp?
34th.
Oh, he's sitting in 6th place in the AMs, in the Pro-Ams. Oh, no, in the AMs, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like he's possibly... I think he's on the border of being a lap down, so he needs to be a little bit careful there as well. You can see back over the left rear of Nathan Verney. They're going to be heading down. Depp's going to be in there as well through turn one. They're going to be on the brakes. And once more again, it looks like there has been a spinner in front of us. That's Brandon Grock. Looks like he's also just gone off the side of the circuit as well. Here we go. You can see Verney up the inside. You can see Depp on the inside of us. They're side by side. Currently at the moment, they're going to go round the left-hander. Now they've got to run. And it is going to be Depp's going to take the lead in the Pro-Ams. He's got the job done over Nathan Verney. Is he now going to open up a gap here, Steve? Is this where we see now Depp's going to say thank you very much and away he goes?
Quite possibly, mate. Quite possibly. He's pulling away very quickly as we speak. That's already like 3/4 tenths.
Yeah.
So he's doing a great job of pulling away. And we've got another bit of pass here of Rushworth. And is that
Benici.
Mr. Gowans?
No, Sean Benici was tucked in there as well. They were
Benici, the American.
They're side by side there as well. I tell you what, Sean Benici, for being an American at this time in the morning, cool, blimey, fair play to him.
Yeah, but he also races the. He was also racing the V8s on Tuesday night too. So he I think it was Tuesday night, but he's always in the stream talking to us and saying like "G'day" and everything like that. So he's a very big fan, and yeah, it's up to do all the crazy stuff.
Yeah, he can't sleep much, to be honest, for Sean Benici. We're going to have a look in the bottom right-hand corner. What is going on with Scotty Barton, Dan Byrne and Danny Davidson? Currently, you can see the three of them running neck and neck, so that's going to get even more interesting. We'll bring it up to the main screen shortly, but Sean Benici is under attack. That's Scotty Pocock trying to go around the outside. Benici lets him go. He rolled over, and Sean Benici said, "You're not my fight, dear sir. You are a pro. Off you go." And Sean Benici making a...
Very smart move.
Yeah, better part of valor on that one, I think, for Sean Benici.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Darren Fahey, Scotty Barton, not quite giving up here. As you can see on your screen, at the moment, we're going to be left-handed. Now we're going to go round another right, and you can see the car on the inside. Great job from these guys as they continue to fight again here, Steve. And, yeah, nice little battles going on as Darren Fahey went past Scotty Barton.
Both. It's the good thing about this series is the drivers know where to give space and how to give space, and you know it's awesome to watch respectful racing going all the way up and down the field.
Yeah, you need to give space, let's be real about it, otherwise some of these are going to end up off the side of the circuit and probably a car in. Oh, big snap from Fahey there. That's going to allow Scotty to try and go up the inside. Is he going to make it now, Scotty? Into the right-hander, you've got another little bit more room. Jump up again, you can. Nope, not this time. He's going to have a left-handed run here. Could be interesting these last couple of minutes.
Really well.
Yeah, I think we're going to have
sorry again, mate. I talked over top of you. What did you say?
I think we're going to have the final lap this time around.
Yeah, we're looking at, we've got a minute and a bit to go, so they're lapping at about a minute 28, depending on when Vella crosses the line, whether he's going to make it before that cut-off period. But I tell you what, the boys aren't stopping anywhere. It's Varney and Ferguson are fighting it out still at the back, even down the very back. Dilton Bono's got himself from 27-26 after his incident. Tyler Sheaf is working his way back up as well.
That was a big snap from one of the back markers there. The leader, Phil Vella, coming around the left-hander now. Final corner for Curva Misano. It's going to be Barney this time. It is going to be Barney this time. He's waving frantically, and that is going to be the final lap. Darren Fahey moving himself up to Marcus Knitska there. Where did he made a mistake? He must have made a mistake. Fahey made a mistake.
Yeah, I think he must have, because he's dropped 2 places down into there. I think I did see in the corner of my eye a tail shake going there through one of the corners.
But this is what he did here, Fahey. Was it all on his own? Yeah, it was. He got a big old snap and then loses places.
Oh, what's he done?
I'm not entirely...
That looked like that looked like hardware issue. That just looked like he just
very bizarre. That's what it, yeah, very bizarre. That's what it looked like. Unless he got to slow down, of course. Keeping an eye on the leader. He's got about 4 corners left to go. You see the RC message just come up the final lap there as well. So that's a job done for these guys for the race number 1. And at the moment, Mitch Noble is going to find himself on race 2 pole position. But let's catch up back up front with Phil. Yeah, he's going to be on pole as old Mitch Noble. So great job.
On the pole, and also take the Pro-Am top step at the same time.
Yeah, here we go. Phil Vella around the final corner now because of the Curva Misano for the final time. Well, apart from in race 2, Phil Vella takes the victory here. Wraps up race number 1. Great job from him. Then we've got Mitch Noble wrapping up the Pro-Am category at the moment. And you wonder whether or not Mitch Noble should be in AMs, to be fair, Steve.
No, I think he actually is in Pro-Am, but I think that might be just a bit of a glitch. I believe he got promoted last season.
Okay, well, I'll have a look and see what we can do.
No, that's okay. It's one of those things that wouldn't worry about it for tonight, mate, because the categories will all change. Tonight is round 3. Round 3 is when the admins all get together and have a bit of a chinwag and base all the results and positions and incidents and see where the drivers belong for the rest of the season. They usually get it pretty right too.
Yeah, great job anyway from Mitch, whether he's taking the win in the Pro-Ams or whether or not he's taking the win in the AMs, who knows, but he's won regardless of what category he is in. If that is only Pro-Ams, then Matt Tessorio.
Yes. Tessorio. There you got me going.
What is that?
Tessorio.
Tessorio. Right, there we go. Tyler Sheep and Ben Brooke on the run down to the line. Brooks does manage to hold on to that position as well. You give an Englishman a complicated name. What were you expecting? Let's be real about it. But King goes round at the last corner. Over the line. King does go. There you go. Great job from him.
2 Team SRW drivers coming across together. Well done. You know what? Mitch Noble will be starting at pole position, followed side by side of Dave Roberts. So it's going to be a very, very interesting start to the night. He started there before on the front row, and I've watched him handle himself, and he's done considerably well. He doesn't get flustered by the pressure.
Well, let's see what goes on here. Phil Vella is in first, David Gallo second, Danny Davison in third, Dan Byrne in fourth, Scotty Barton in fifth, then Martin Konitska in sixth, Darren Fahey in seventh, Dougie Gowans eighth, Dave Roberts in ninth, Mitch Noble, whether or not he's a Pro-Am or Huddle, Noble still am apparently, in 10th place, Jay Dixon in 11th, Matty Tessoria in 12th, Thomas Donoghue 13th, Jason Depp, Nathan Verney, Jordan Ferguson and Brandon Grock rounds out the top 17, and Timothy Schalmenberg in 18th, Jack Anderson 19th, Scotty Pocock 20th, Rushford's 21st, Benici 22nd, Gander down in 23rd, and Dylan DeBono in 24th, Greg Johnson down in 25th. Then you got Shane Ratcliffe, Callum Hodgkinson, Benjamin Brooke, Tyler Sheep, Sam Katkazinos, Kevin Wakefield with Josh King, and then we start the 1 lap down guys of Dean Sinkovic, Martin Lipsky, Callum Resenda, Keegan Caldwell, Mark Cochran, Jamie Davis, Alan Dawson, and then the guys at the bottom from RC on that one. So there you go. I am still in the AMs. I was not moved up, said Mitch.
and Hutto 662 is the lead admin for the Formula Super Lights, who's doing an exceptional job since he's taken the reins away from me and doing a shining. I can't say enough about him, mate. He's doing an incredible job, and he's got a good team around him now as well, which we're nurturing some others. Dougie Gowans has joined the team. Mr. Callan Rosinator has joined the team as well, so it's good to see all those boys coming in. Everyone's taken a very big passion to this series at the moment, mate. The chatter during the between races is amazing in Discord, but what I'm going to tell Hamish to do is now, Hamish, please do a post out on Facebook and remind everyone in iRacing Down Under and all the other Discords that we are racing tonight, and the feature race is going to be starting in 10 minutes.
Yeah, we got literally into the warm-up at this moment in time. 40 minutes here, Steve. 40 minutes, God blimey.
Yeah.
We didn't really get it right in the first one, right? We said people would be off at turn 1. There wasn't many. There was a couple of cars that ended up on top.
Really, minimal.
Yeah, exactly. So I think these guys have done enough practice now. But the feature is something different, isn't it? There's a lot involved with the feature race. Do you go hell to leather at the beginning? Or do you sit back and think, you know what, I've got 40 minutes. I'm going to try and make my way up slowly.
Well, you got the danger of reverse top 10. So you've got the boys that are finished in the 10th, 9th, 8th, 7th, 6th position who don't have quite the pace of the top 5 do, but the top 5 have still got to find the way around there cleanly as well, so they don't hinder themselves coming through. So they've got to be a bit smart about it. First lap, I'm predicting these guys are going to go a little bit clean as long as no one bogs down on their takeoff. I think it's going to be a clean one, and then we're going to see some awesome passing. I'm going to have my camera on. Phil Vella, Dave Gallo on those boys around there. So we'll be able to see them coming through the backpack, but it's going to be crazy. And then we're also looking out for the pit window. So Mr. Hutto has given us the rough estimate of between lap 11 and 17, which is good to know. Usually we're trying to predict these things when we're doing the V8s, but that's going to be a crucial time as well. See what the strategies are like. See who's going to try to go long, who's going to try to go short.
Well, we're going to find out in about a minute's time, as we've got 5 minutes of warm-up, plus the grid time as well. So we'll let these guys get on and get ready before we go into the 40 minutes. Don't forget, guys, if you are here for the first time, like, subscribe, and do all that other fancy jazz. Turn on the bells as well, because there's a lot more racing coming up. It's me and my wonderful partner in crime up here in the booth again for tomorrow's GR86s. So tune in for that one, because that is, I think...
Get a bit rough. We're not as gentlemanly on that night, are we, mate? We're a bit more rougher on a Thursday night, because we've got the elbows out with the drivers. We're getting a bit more hyped up because there's cars spinning in the air and spinning left and right. So it gets a bit crazy. We're a bit more gentlemanly tonight and trying to be a bit more sophisticated.
I'm not quite sure. Maybe we just shouldn't. But we're at Algarve tomorrow night for the GR86s. So join us for that one as well if you want to hear the rough and ready, probably past midnight version of JP and Steve Sinkovic up in the booth there. So stay tuned and make sure you tune in tomorrow, because the Algarve circuit is going to provide some very interesting racing, I'm sure, from that one.
Yeah, 100%. If you want to see some carnage, come down tomorrow night. I got a feeling in my bones, mate. My funny bones saying carnage.
Yeah, I think we're going to be expecting safety car galore, but let's bring you up the grid for this feature race. Mitch Noble is on pole, the Pro-Am. Nobody knows. He's an enigma, is Mr. Noble. Dave Roberts in second, and Dougie Gowan's in third, Darren Fahey in fourth, then Marcus Knitska in fifth, Scotty Barton sixth, Dan Burnett in seventh, then Danny Davidson, David Gallo and Phil Vella rounding out the top 10. And then you can see there Jay Dixon, Matt Tessasorio, I'm still not going to get that name right, whether I'm going to be here all night, to be honest. Thomas Donahue in 13th, Jason Depp in 14th, then Nathan Verney in 15th, Jordan Ferguson 16th, Brandon Grock in 17th. In 18th place is Timothy Schallenberg with Jack Anderson and Scotty Pocock alongside him there. Andrew Rushworth, Sean Bonici, Russell Gander, Dylan DeBono round out the top 24. Greg Johnson, Shane Ratcliffe, Callan Hodgkinson, Benjamin Brook, Tyler Sheaf and Sam Katkazinos in the top 30. Kevin Wakefield 31st with Josh King in 32nd, and Dean Sinkovic, Martin Lipsky, Callum Rosenda and Keegan Caldwell down in 36th place. Then behind that, Mark Cochran, Jamie Davis, Alan Dawson, and that is it, I believe, after the guys in the RC. It's going to be interesting. Stay tuned for this one, because I think you might be pleasantly surprised of how much action there is actually going to be on this grid, and it's going to be quite a lot of action. So make sure you stay tuned for this one. Get your drinks, get your popcorn, sit back and ready to relax here, Steve. Quite a few cars still to get on a grid before we can get this one up and running.
Yeah, there's still boys messing around back and forward everywhere in there, but a few probably running for a quick pit stop themselves.
Maybe. Well, we never do that. We don't ever get the chance to do that, do we? Huh?
No, I was actually just looking for the 30-second commercial to give you a bit of a break, but I can't bloody find it.
That's okay. We'll do that one tomorrow night when we actually work on it. But we'll see what happens. But, let's see what goes on. Let's see what happens, and hopefully, can Mitch Noble get the car off the line? That's going to be the question for old Mr. Noble.
He'll get it off the line. He'll get his elbows out, but he will be remembering my words. That is, remember who you're racing, and keep it clean and be smart.
No, see, this is the thing. Mitch has got 11 cars between him and second. He doesn't want 11
don't
cars.
worry, he'll be pushing.
Come on, Mitch.
Yeah, he'll still be fighting it. He won't. He's a racer. He'll be getting his elbows out, but he'll be smart about it as well. He'll know when not to fight.
No, mate. Sun's out, guns out, Mitch. That's what I'm expecting. Race control says 30 seconds there for everybody to get onto the grid and get ready to go. So Darren Fahey, Callum Hodgkinson, Martin Lipsky, Mark Cochran. You've got 30 seconds, boys. Come on. Let's go. Let's get this running on.
Giddy up.
Here they all come now. Callum Hodgkinson's the last one on to get onto the grid with Mark Cochrane. So Cochrane down in 37th. Not on the grid at this moment in time. But let's hope he gets on there soon. Well, it doesn't look like he's going to make it whatsoever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ladies and gentlemen, the 40-minute media feature is green. You see the cars rushing down into turn 1 at this moment in time. Noble still getting the whole shot. Out in front currently here through the left-hander. Now through the right-hander we go again. And at the moment it is Mitch Noble with the whole shot. There's a car up in the air. There was a car up in the air. That was Shane Ratcliffe. He is gone, has poor old Shane. But Noble out in front by nearly a second already. Dave Roberts doing Noble a massive favour here as well.
Rotated car looks like Ducky Gowans. Gowans is rotated and against the Carlin car that's at contact as well.
Oh. Whoa, there's more going on.
Oh, more. What's going on here? These boys are trying to... Yep, that's all right. There's a bit of damage on both those cars. Both those cars will need to go through the pits 100%.
Well, I think maybe he kicked off here. I'm not... No, it was off before Sean Benici.
Oh, a bit of air there. We'll have to have a look at that one a bit later, a bit more detail as well. What happened?
That's it.
Wakefield's got onto the back of those two cars, and those two cars got airborne.
Yeah.
He'll be getting himself a drive-through. Safety car has been called. No. Safety car has been. Oh, that was a spin on his own in the commando outfit. I think Wakefield will get a drive-through for that because he took two cars on that.
Yeah, I think. Well, we're going to have a safety car this time around, everybody. Mitch Noble will get picked up on that one. I'm wondering if we can.
Oh well, then too. He got himself 2 seconds ahead.
Yeah. Kick off. No, it was in front of that, wasn't it?
Have a look at Wakefield here, just in front of you. Did you see there?
Yeah.
So Wakefield's ridden both the back tyres of those two cars in front of him.
Yeah, let's see if we can get on board with Kevin Wakefield. So here we come now. We're in a nice little slow-mo area. He's coming round. Has he got a lot of room, do we think? Or do we think he's just not? He's just overcooked it going into... he looks like he's overcooked it here because we're just about to go up.
Yeah,
up in the air.
One, two cars.
Then we're going to tie.
And then they go up in the air. Both of them go up in the air. Look at this.
Clean air.
Yeah, he's launched one and removed the wheel of the other one. He's a mechanic, so he knows how to remove a wheel real quickly. But
that was Caldwell.
Was that Caldwell that was up in the air? Was it on the left? Who was on the right? Was that Fahey on the right?
No, I think
no, it wasn't Fahey. It was another DFR driver.
But he actually got clean air here as well, and that. Well, is he looking up at the Is there going to be a car here on the left-hand side very shortly? There's one up in the air. Now we're going to go. Whoa!
Nice bit of air there.
Do you know what?
Who's that in the air?
That's Caldwell in the air. Do you know what I love about that, Steve?
That's Caldwell in the air.
It's the fact that he was still steering and he had no tyres on the floor whatsoever.
Yeah.
So, fair play. Keegan Caldwell trying to do a Marty McFly moment in a car with no wheels on the tarmac whatsoever. Well, that was interesting.
Yeah, it was. He caused a lot of... Because that incident caused another 2 incidents afterwards because there was drivers facing the wrong way as well. And there was one driver, I think it was a Velocity car, I couldn't see which one it was, but he was actually rolling backwards trying to get out of the way as well at the same time. So that incident started more trouble.
Yeah, it definitely did, because I think it might have been here. So we're trying to decipher what has just gone on at the beginning, which has caused this safety car. Sam Katkazinos is in there. There's a car. You can see the cars going up in the air behind. And then there's contact further on here, because Katkazinos makes has a spin as well. There's cars already in front. Somebody's trying to get out of the way. Look. And then who was that?
There's another one further on. Someone's run into someone else there. Oh, my God. The race control must be having an absolute blast up there tonight.
Well, I don't know if that would be the word I'd use for it, but...
Sean Bonici, I went for a ride to the moon. Yeah, I still don't believe the propaganda of the Americans landing on the moon, mate.
No, mate, I don't either. Hey, listen, who knows on that one? I'm trying to find that car. Where is the car that went up in the air? Just done an absolutely almighty spin round.
In the second sector you're talking about? Yeah.
Yeah, was it Schallenberg?
So it's a bit further. It's a bit further in front of these boys.
So
just there to your left. So there's one that gets launched just there, right there.
So there's one that's launched there. That's Josh
King. And there's one around the corner as well.
Nope. Nope. Is it the Bono goes up in the air?
Yeah, I think it was Shane Bonucci. Shane said he got flipped, so it could have been Shane Bonucci. So that car there, yes, was one of them.
Look,
here we go.
Boom. Whoa.
Bonucci. Oh, are you in VR, dude? Because that would have been awesome in VR.
That would have been seasick on that one. So let's pick up and see if we can get up from the beginning this time. Well, they are still going round here. There he is, Sean. He's it's just utter carnage.
Yeah. And then, then they get leveled up here again. Oh, look at that.
That is Benici.
Jesus Christ.
That's off board. Wow. So
I think I'll give you that as the rotation of the week. That was a great one. No. I raced in VR, Sean, and that would have been awesome.
Oh, mate, I'd have been seasick. I race in VR. I try and stay away from open wheelers for that reason.
I've had many a Matrix moment in the VR mode.
Oh, mate, I'd have been. I'd have had to have a bucket next for that one. So there we go. But listen, all of that went on, and we forgot to talk about the fact that Mitch Noble would open up a 2-second gap. He was.
I know.
I know.
A really good drive, and he pulled away from Darren Fahey, who was not a slouch. He got off the line so clean and so quick. It was really good drive. Really good drive. Very impressed.
Yeah, and out of all of it, he ends up losing it all because, chaos, shall we say, commenced behind him.
Oh, this is true. This is true. Do we have a preference to a driver to watch? At the moment, I'm on Phil Vella, which is probably about 10th place down, I think. Yes, correct, 10th place down. I might leave it on there for now because Phil's got a bit of work to do to get up the pack. Safety car is in, as you can see.
Safety car is in, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned because we're going to be back up and running once more here. It's all going to be going green, and it has been going green. Mitch Noble retakes that lead. He's still out in front. Darren Fahey sitting in second and Roberts in third there. Let's hope they can all make it through this section cleanly because this was the catalyst of the last one. We'll wait for the penalties to come out because I'm sure there's going to be some for somebody somewhere in something because let's face it, it went off a big scale. So as it keep going now, Mitch Noble still out in first, then Darren Fahey, then Dave Roberts. I think for Noble, he needed that the other way, didn't he? He needed Roberts in front of Fahey because it showed that Roberts kind of not held up Fahey, but made sure that obviously Noble was able to get away.
Yep, 100%. Car 265 just called something in. Also, Dylan DeBono is also
Danny Byrne
requested a review of the start. Bird's gone wide. What's he done?
Burns up the side of the circuit. Tyler Sheaf's in there as well. Brandon Grock has crashed again, unfortunately for him. I won't impound his misery anymore. Dan Byrne is still going down the order. Absolutely plummeting down like a stone. Noble and Fahey are side by side for the lead. Noble's got the inside line at the moment. Fahey's on the outside. He's going to come on, Mitch. You've got to get them elbows out, mate. Sun's out, guns out. Oh, that's got to be an off track. And a slowdown from Fahey. Surely he didn't even use the circuit.
Oh, same as Mitch. He took very big liberties of the exit of that turn too. He got himself a good draft by doing that as well. I'm surprised he didn't get a slowdown because Mitch was a fair way off then. And he's maintained pace with... Oh, Mitchie! No. He had his car up the side there, man. You got to...
Bro, he was alongside. He was alongside all day. There is no way on that one. Noble was alongside, going around the outside. Look, here we go. He goes around the outside. He's alongside, still long side. And when your front wheels hit the side pod, you turned it on. Easy as that.
Yeah.
That one.
Did he turn in, or did Mitchie pull away from the edge?
No, he was hugging the white line. He was hugging the white line like a child hugging their favourite grandma. Come on. I think that's an incoming for Fahey, I think. And but hey, look, I'm not in RC. Let's see how they feel about it. Nathan Verney is in the Pro-Ams in 3rd in class, 9th overall at this moment in time. And in front of that is Jason Depp, who's chasing down Jordan Ferguson for the lead on the Pro-Ams there as well. So we'll keep an eye on this battle as well. Steve, the first 10 minutes have been quite manic.
Yes, very much so. Very much so. But it's good to settle down a little bit, though. But the timing tower is still all yellow and orange, so it's pretty good to go.
Yeah, it is. These guys are continuing to keep battling away there. Let's bring you up the class splits currently to see how these guys are getting on. You can see there, that is the leader Pro-Am. Well, that was a let through if I've ever seen one before in my life. And on that one, Jason Depp does take the lead in the Pro-Ams. Car 33 drive-through penalty contact on lap 1. This car 33.
Yeah, that's Kevin Wakefield.
Kevin Wakefield.
We were spot on that one.
Yeah. We'll wait for the other deciphering of that one. Verney's in 3rd in the Pro-Ams at the moment. He's battling in this mid-group pack as well. Car 77 drive-through contact lap number 1, and that is Brandon Grock from the Frog Leap Juiced Racing.
Yes, that was the car that was rotating around. Yes.
Good luck trying to work that one out. And Fahey, he's out in front with Marcus Knitska. Knitska's just about to try and go through here. I think Fahey must have had a slowdown somewhere, because that's going to allow Knitska to take up the inside. Now, through this fast right-hand section, Knitska's still going to have the inside. Fahey slots in behind him here. Is he going to be able to go around the right-hander? He's not. Now coming into Curve of the Carrow. The last hard braking point. Car 11 drive-through penalty for contact on lap number 1 as well. Dylan De Bono. Got yourself a drive through there, dear sir, for being involved in all of that chaos that went on. Good luck, RC, trying to decipher that one, Steve.
There was a lot on there. So here we go, there's another one. So there's also another one. That was Dylan De Bono we just saw on screen as well. So it came through on screen before then. Please, there's 22 people out there, plus Facebook watching. Please like, subscribe. Oh, who is that? Tesario?
That's the one.
Tesario, yes. He's managed to reverse out of the way, which is good. When you can do that without going on the track, it's always better to do that. But holding the brakes is crucial.
Oh, Phil Vella's just gone up the inside of Dougie Gowans. Vella's moved himself up into 3rd place at the moment. Doing a great job is Vella there. Jordan Ferguson battling away in the Pro-Ams. He's got Jay Dixon currently in front of him, and Nathan Verney closing in behind him. So this could be a nice little Pro-Am battle happening as well. Danny Davidson is in a Pro fight. Sam Katakazinos behind, and he's got Tyler Sheaf in front, the Pro-Am, while Brooke and King are scrapping it down in 18th overall. They're 7th and 8th in the Pro-Am class there as well. You can see in front Davidson alongside car 80 drive-through penalty contact on lap number 4.
Some naughty boys been out there tonight, mate. Some very naughty boys. Car 80 is Benjamin Brock.
Oh.
That would have been in that second corner incidents after the where Benucci went flying.
Yeah, definitely. I want to see what happens with Darren Fahey, whether or not there's any form of contact or any form of implications coming with that Mitch Noble incident. Because it did look car 909 drive-through penalty contact lap number 4 to 909 Scotty Barton.
Here's Scotty Barton. Okay. Oh, that was Scotty Barton's car in the black that was rotating around facing the other way.
Yeah, must have been.
I've got my camera on the boys down the backpack, fighting away. Mr. Callum Roseniner and Keegan and Johnson and Thomas Donahue. They're all about 4 or 5 tenths if you've got some spare space down the bottom. But this battle up top is getting faster and faster.
Yeah, Phil Vella sitting in third there, Marcus Knitska and Fahey in front of him. Vella there is going to take a run now. Is he going to hug that inside line? Well, yeah, all tyres off the circuit there for him. See what keeps
These boys are amazing how they know exactly how much they can get off track without incurring an iRacing penalty. They know these tracks like crazy. Even a new track like this, they still do it right.
Yeah, I think when you practice as much as these guys do, I think overall you've got to put the work in, right? And we've said it on multiple sides of multiple things. They've got to put the work in. If you don't put the work in, well, you're just in trouble, aren't you? You're just basically opening yourself up to get absolutely annihilated. Car 10 and 5, lap 5, turn 2, no further action.
So
that's Fabian and that's Fabian Noble.
Mitch might have drifted across as well.
Sure, Mitch Noble probably something completely different than Mr. RC. As do I.
I'm sure
there we go. I'm gonna go. Listen, I ain't going up in the penalty box again, right, Steve? I tell you, I've been there too many times in series where I've had to go in the steward's room, but I don't physically fully agree with that one. So that's it from me. That is my opinion of the day. As Knitska, Vella and Faye. You're trying to get me in trouble, Steve Sinkovic. Knock it on the head.
Oh, look, this, mate. I don't mind you pushing the envelope here and there. I'll point you in the right direction every now and again to get in trouble.
Yeah, more like you'll shove me in the envelope.
All good.
Yeah, you'll please shove me in the envelope. Not allowed to push me into it. Give me those getting, making sure he licks it and shuts the envelope as well.
Oh, dear mate.
Oh, so I'm going to shut up now. Right, God. Scotty Barton's had a little bit of a moment, unfortunately for him. We've got quite a few people in the pits. Debono, Lipsky, Bonici's been in, Schalmenberg, Grock, Anderson, Barton, Wakefield. Well, just pretty much 3/4 of the grid have been into the pits. This battle's getting nice and close. Dave Roberts closing on to the back, and Dougie Gowans is making up some pace here as well. Lap 10. We've got one more lap to go before we enter into the pit window. All four tyres or not, do you reckon?
Nathan Varney off. What's the heat like out there? I haven't really seen what the heat is. Varney looks like he's gone to the pits, or is he off track? No, he's off track with his Tron car. I just saw in the corner of my eye. So we've got 28 degrees.
49 degrees.
Is that 49 on the track, is it?
Yeah.
Or maybe maybe they will take tyres. I'm not sure. I'm not an aficionado. I love these cars and I drive them, but I usually don't take tyres and I just risk it for the biscuit. But I'd say these guys at the front won't take tyres, but again, the back end will.
Yeah.
Hutto's watching. Hutto, what do you reckon, mate? You are the race admin. Am I correct in my assumptions or incorrect?
Well,
I've also just sent you a sneaky little file, mate, which we can play at some course after the race itself finishes.
I was going to say, I'm not quite sure when I can get that in there, mate. That would be, I'll see what we can get it done. If not, it'll be tomorrow.
Yeah, that's all right. It's all good. So what do we got? The big, whoa, look at this. Jamie Davis is up 27 places at the moment. That is the biggest mover we've got. Alan Dawson is up 24. Who else is doing some really special? Callum Hodgkinson is up 17. So we've got some real big movers. We won't talk about the ones going the other way because they've probably had enough of the night already and don't want to hear their names about their rearward progress.
Yeah, well, poor guys, let's be real, it's going to be tough out there for some of them. Brock and Ratcliffe are swapping positions. That is due to the fact that Mr. Ratcliffe has just gone around. So let's have a look and see what happened to Shane Ratcliffe here as well. Unfortunately for him, he has just gone round. It looks like he's going to done this all on his own.
Safety car has been called. Safety car has been called.
Really?
Yep. Safety car has been called. Called.
For what? What's it been?
Safety car has been called.
Take two, everybody. Ignore it. It's fine.
Yeah. Safety car has been called, and Hutto says, yeah, for tyres, tough one. Pros won't take it. So pretty much as I said, and but this track does chew them. So the pros won't take them. This will help them a little bit as well, get the temps down too. They're in, what are they, lap 12?
Are we going to see people pitting? Yes, we are. Have a look at it.
Everybody.
The safety car has triggered the pits, and it's all lining up. Will anyone be brave enough to stay out? That's the question. Will Jay Dixon go in, or will he stay out?
Everybody's got to go in.
Dixon had stayed out. I thought he might. I don't
get
why.
why.
He's the
Why? You've got free pit stop. It's got
track position, mate. Track position.
That's the point. It's got to make a stop.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
Maybe he's been fuel saving all the way through. I don't know.
That's no, because to be honest, this would be a get tyre situation because you've got a free stop. I don't get it. Get up on the jacks, get your tyres off, get new ones on. You're not losing anything.
Yep.
Why are they not?
I've made that mistake myself before, and cost me pretty much. I was in second place at the time for some stupid reason. I think everyone had pitted or something like that, or the guys in front of me pitted, and I didn't go in the pits, and then I ended up last. It just wrecked me.
That's like
but yeah, everyone's gone to the pits. Pocock hasn't gone to the pits. He's gone for track position.
It's a free stop.
Yep.
And why?
So the car that was in the incident was car 319, which was Jack Anderson. He was the accuser of the pit. What's Dylan DeBono done? Is he left the session? Has he, or has he got a 6-minute repair? I think he might have left the session.
I don't know. I'm just trying to find where this Jack Anderson. I've got where he come back onto the track. I haven't got where he went off it. Ah, there we go. What did he do then? Whoa!
Oh, that looked like a hardware. That looked like right hand down. Left hand down?
No.
Hardware?
Nope.
No, he just snap.
Yep. Back end just got completely loose on him. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh
well.
Yeah. I have to be honest, I don't get that move by Dixon. I'm a little bit confused. You've been given a free stop, why would you not take it?
He's got his teammate behind him. Will his teammate slow the field down a bit? Act as a blocker? You got Marcus Kanitzka behind him and Dougie Gowans. Good to see Dougie Gowans at the pointy end. He's a passionate open wheeler.
But he's got to stop, right?
They're doing the wave rounds as we speak.
He's got to stop.
He does have to stop. He'll probably have to stop in, 3 laps of safety cars. He won't have to stop till about lap 20.
All right, let me know in YouTube chat here because
8 laps left.
I'm well and truly confused why Dixon has not gone into the pit lane. I really do not understand that. That is, you're given a free stop, and by the looks of it, some of them haven't taken tyres either, which confuses me because it takes seconds to go zzz, 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 and off you come. I would be taking tyres, I would be taking my fuel that I need to get to the end, and then I'm on my bike and then I'm going as hard as I physically can. And I do wonder if the 49-second stoppers here, like Mitch Noble, did put tyres on, because he is about 3 to 4 seconds slower on pit stops than the guys in front and in and around him.
He might have.
Oh,
yeah, he probably might have. He's not as experienced as the other guys. Safety car is coming in.
You say no experience. You get free rubber. You get free grip.
Yeah.
You practically get a free pit stop.
Well, you are.
Well, exactly. So
it's free. There's no charge.
Yeah, exactly. But you know what I mean. Like you lose minimal time.
Yeah.
You know, I would have put tyres on. I'd have had tyres on all day, just purely because it allowed me to go and push more. But hey, look, I'm not in the car, and I certainly don't drive these. So let me know in YouTube chat what you think. Should Dixon have gone in? Well, I think that's a yes. Should everybody else have taken tyres? Let me know. your thoughts on that one here. Again, Jordan Ferguson in with Jason Depp in the Pro-Ams. That's going to be an interesting fight between them two. We've got Dixon, Vela and Konitska in 1, 2, 3 in the Pros. And then we've got Mitch Noble, who's got a big old gap. Mitch is sitting in 11th. And Matt is down in 19th at the moment. So he's got 8 cars in between him here. But it could be the Pro-Ams and the Pros providing the battles for us.
I think so. The battles are going to be, look, down the back, they haven't stopped at all. What do we got? It looks like it's Dean and Matt Tesserario fighting for second place because Mitch has got himself up the front with the with all the fighting he's been doing. He's done an exceptional race. He's still up there considering he's had a spin, so well done to him. Depp and Ferguson won't fight their teammates. They'll work together. Yeah, it's hard to say that as well. It's when you're out on track, but when you've got fast guys in front of you like Faye and Roberts, and then you've got Jamie Davis chasing you, you can't be a slouch and work. You've got to work together, but you still got to maintain some pace. Here we go. Looks like they're off.
Yeah, safety car is in. Dixon out in front. For how long, time will only tell. Vela there with Marcus Konitska, Dougie Gowans, Darren Fahey. Ladies and gentlemen, the race is going to resume. We are resuming right about now to go into the last 15 minutes. And it's up and running. Dixon held them long, so long. Gowan's in there with Fahey on the inside. Roberts tucked in behind him as well. These guys go rushing down into turn 1 at this moment in time. Mitch Noble, who you think has got fresh tyres on, is going to come and absolutely start running through. Davis just got past Ferguson there. So Davis moves himself up at the same time. But Dixon out in front, he's never ever going to stay there because he's got a pit.
Yep, he's and he's trying to pull away by the look of it too. He's got himself to 8/10 at the front of his teammate. Will be interesting to see what the first lap's going to be like, if his teammate is actually backing the field up or not. We've got Darren Fahey, who's their teammate as well. He's just passed Dougie Gowans in the back there. And they've gone 2 wide side by side. Whoa, was that Noble tucking his nose in? It was. Whoa, that was very close.
Yeah, Gowans does get through on Fahey. Do you know what I'm interested to see is Vela, if he is backing up Konitska, fine. Are you ever going to back him up enough for Dixon to get a free pit stop? No. What you are going to do is put yourself in deep doo-doo with Konitska because he ain't going to want to sit there. You can play games with somebody as much as you want, but Konitska's going to go, no, hold on a minute here, sunshine. This ain't happening. You ain't giving him, you can't get him 45 seconds, right? Let's be real about it. But Vela's going to try and give him something, but Konitska's not going to stand there and face that. I wouldn't. If somebody was purposely slowing up, I'd be sending it up the inside of him regardless. Just my thoughts.
Yeah, 100%. I tick every box you've just put in front of me, and I agree totally. Phil Vela has just... No, that was from before. I was going to say he didn't do the fastest lap just then. 30s. Let's see what this laps goes, and we'll be able to tell you what laps they're on. Do not recommend tyres. Okay. That's Jack Oz.
No, I would have taken tyres. You got
I don't know if I'd take your advice, Jack, seeing how far back you are.
Yeah, no offence, dude. I would have taken tyres all day. You're giving it completely free. Take them. You just go for it here as well. Dixon's got 1.2 now. It's come down 2 temps. You can see the top 16 are very, very, very close together. There's Vela's and Konitska's times on the bottom of the board. Konitska was quicker on lap 14. I expect it to be the same on 15, to be honest with you. Vela's trying to break the toe here. I'm not entirely sure. Vela's quick, and we've seen in race 1 he's quick. So what is he doing? It doesn't look like he's attacking. I'm not quite sure what he's doing. He doesn't look like he's attacking Dixon. I know. But he ain't backing up Konitska enough.
Back to 128. Yeah, 128.3. His last lap. Have they done an official lap now? They'll do after this corner. Let's see what their last lap is. Excuse my croaky voice.
Yeah, I don't get it.
So we're looking at
128.
Well, it's not too bad. A 128.6. So he's only 3/10 off his slowest lap. But Jay Dixon was a 129.1.
Yeah, why is Konitska just all of a sudden lost an absolute chunk of time? How does that actually happen? all of a sudden, and there, so Konitska may have made a mistake there, and he's now put himself under pressure from the likes of Gowans. It's been something.
We've got air in the back. Oh my God, that was a massive bingle down the back there with Rush with Tesorario. That was 4 cars in the air.
Yeah, where is that starting from? Because Schumacher makes his own mistake.
Out of the corner.
So he goes round, he gets himself out the way. What happened to Katkazinos and Pocock? Were they the ones involved in the
Watch this.
cars up in the air here? Oh, so he got pushed. Then he started.
He's rotated, and now behind them. Boom.
Ouch.
Oh, look, that's going to be a racing incident, Mike. Like, there's nothing wrong there. Those two guys just stopped because they've hit each other, and another guy's run into them. So, I don't know. That's going to be a tough one. That's a weird one, actually. That's a very weird one.
Bella's just got past Dixon. Looking back at flying cars, and we missed Dixon. He must have moved over. There was no way. Yeah, he did. It wasn't even a fight.
He's fuel saving now, so he's going to get behind. They've created a gap, and now Jay's pulled in behind Vela to get that draft. I don't know if he's going to be able to get the draft all the way to the end.
No, he's not. And depending on how much saving he's trying to do there, Konitska's got a great opportunity. Are we saying Jay's trying to go to the end? Is he trying to not stop at all?
He can't possibly be thinking that, can he?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
No, I don't think so. I can't. He won't have enough fuel. There's no way.
I did take tyres, but damaged didn't help my cause when going through the right-hand corner and tried too hard to catch a slide. Oh, okay. There you go.
That sucks. The timing tower is still all chock-a-block all the way down. The only gap you can really see in the timing tower at the moment is this gap you're seeing on the main screen. These boys, the top 5, Phil Vella, Jay Dixon, Marcus Knitzer, Doug Gowans, and Dave Roberts have pulled away from Jason Depp by nearly 4 seconds at the moment. But behind him, we've got Davidson, Fahey, Jamie, and Ferguson that are all literally 3 to 4 tenths behind each other, tagging each other all the way through.
Yeah, you can see the guys back here, Gowans and Roberts. They really could do with Roberts not actually battling Gowans because they are closing in. It looks like Tyler Sheaf is... No, not Tyler Sheaf. Who was that? Scotty Pocock, Matty there as well. Benici looks like he might have had another little bit of a moment with your brother. So we'll try and have a look back at that one. Car 444, drive-through penalty, contact on lap 16. Who is 444? Scotty Pocock. That was what you were talking about.
Correct.
And yet, you said racing incident. So now I'm going to push you.
He's made the contact
push you into the envelope. Go on, set yourself up.
Yeah. There was a rear ender. There was a rear ender there, so he's probably copped it for the rear ender. But it was like such slow speed. They both sort of slowed up to avoid the incident, but there was still a rear end there. I guess that's what they're looking at. They've got to follow the rules, the rules that's in the rule book. But yeah, but the other two guys, they were just, mate, that's just racing for the other two guys. That sucks, but it is what it is.
Do you mean that was harsh?
I've got my
Car 968 drive-through penalty, failing to hold brakes, causing contact on lap 16. Sam Katagazinos.
Oh, that was a different incident. That might have been a different incident. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it must have been. Because I'm not sure what that... Hold on, this one. Failure to hold brakes, eh?
Oh, okay, so he must have been in that incident there. Oh, there he is. Sam's come out in front of them. That's what's caused a secondary incident. Oh, go back a bit. You'll see him.
Was he not already rolling, Steve? Hold on. Was he not already rolling?
Yeah, he was. Nah, he's in the incident, right?
Yeah, but was he not already kind of rolling?
No, look, he's in the rolling. Yeah, and then he hasn't held brakes. He just kept going.
But he hasn't even got a chance to apply a brake. Hold on.
But he should have been sliding with his brakes on.
But there would have been...
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but there would have been No, never mind, sharp jets. That's the way
So the rule basically is when you're in an incident like that, the rule like this is when you're in an incident like that, you must hold your brakes through the incident. So he hasn't held his brakes. He's released his brakes. So because he's released his brakes, he's rolled out into the traffic and taken 2 other cars out that he shouldn't have. So that's where he's copped that penalty because he hasn't held his brakes. So when you're in a slide like that, hold the brakes until you stop and then stay in that position so that you can't create any more carnage. Unfortunately, he hasn't.
Dix. Dude, I don't see it like. I think this is the thing for me. He ain't a cat, dude. Like, you know what I mean? The reactions ain't there. He literally got pumped up the bum, a little bit of a slide, and then he's
sliding.
Back.
He's not holding. He's sliding. He hasn't even got the brakes on. He's just sliding. So when you're sliding like that, you got to hold your brakes on. As simple as that. It's black and white. It's not a grey area. It's black and white. He's just hasn't followed the rules in the book.
Yeah, but you've got to give him a moment because he was already going that way, whether or not he would have held his brakes anyway. But there you go. Listen, we've got 5 minutes left. We could be here all night debating this, and I could be getting myself in deep, deep trouble, and you probably wouldn't see me for tomorrow's GR86. But listen, regardless of that, Phil Bella's done his bit, right? I don't know. Phil Bella's out in front at the moment. Kanitska's now cleared Dixon, and I think Dixon, if he's going to go for a no-stopper here, he could end up losing a few more places. I've got a funny feeling on that one in the pros. Depp's leading the pro-ams with Davison in between him and Jordan Ferguson in between that. Mitch Noble still leading the ams, ended up down in 14th at the moment, but he's got a big old gap over Russell Gander, so Noble doing all right there as well. Sheepy and Vini just having a battle for 5th and 4th on the pro-am spectrum. Once again, these guys battling it out. Danny Burns in there and Scotty Barton's in there. Burns trying to go through the middle, making this free wide, going down to the right-hander here. Not entirely sure that's going to work out.
Oh, my God, that was close.
Almost didn't there, and unfortunately, it nearly cost them all.
Wow, that was so close. The way Varney came through there, it looks like his rear tyre actually met the gap between the 2 tyres, and that was close. It wasn't a car in the air. I've got Hodgkinson and Fahey having a bit of a battle with Mitch Noble at the back end.
Oh, it's gone round.
Oh, Varney's cooked it round the corner.
Oh, my favourite Tron livery machine has gone round there. Unfortunately, just sit and dude, sit and hold. Seen this one, sit and hold on there. Unfortunately for Barney, he is just gone now. Maybe he's just going to call it a night on that one. Davis is sitting in 8th place overall. He's just about, nearly about, kind of about to lose a place to Jordan Ferguson. No, he doesn't for Jamie Davis. He carries on and stay out in front. We've got about 3 minutes remaining. Bella's out in front by about 2.6 seconds. Katkazinos, Dixon, Roberts, Gowans. I tell you what, Dixon is there for the taking, Steve. If he was an hamburger about 100%. Now, I would eat him because he is literally fuel saving his head off. He's trying to get to the end, and the last thing the likes of Gowans and Roberts want to be doing is fighting with a man who is literally trying to do the mission impossible.
He's up 8 places.
He's in
the pits. He's in the pits. He's gone in. He's gone in.
Oh my God, he is going to plummet.
Yes, he's going to drop down to like 15th or 16th.
That zero IQ driving. I've got to be honest on that one. You should have got in.
Yeah, we sort of. Jay's usually a real good study of what's going on around him, so I'm not sure how he thought he was going to make it because he's. What is he? He's 3-4 minutes short.
Yeah, he's still going to go down as well. 16th place, 17th place, 18th place. He's still in the pit lane. Brock's going to probably come through and get him as well. He's going to put him down in 19th. He might. Oh, he's just come out in front of Brown and Grock down in 19th. That is.
Just.
That's zero IQ. No, I don't get that one whatsoever. Pros 1, 2, 3, Fella, Konitska and Roberts. As we're going to get one more lap here, but it will be on the final lap now as well. Gowans, you're free to go. You don't need to hold up anymore, mate. It is green, go, go, go. It's hammer time for Dougie Gowans, or Gowans time. I don't know, whatever we
really
call
pushing.
it.
He's going for it. He's going for it. He's got one more spot to go for the podium, and he wants it bad by the look of it.
I would, to be blatantly honest with you. because he's there for the absolute taking at the moment. Is Roberts. If he can hold on, he would have done a great job, but we're on the final lap of the race. Phil Vella, the white flag is waving, coming down into the curve of Del Rio. Race control, final lap.
Jason Depp's done really well. He's got himself the top step of the, currently the Pro-Ams.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like Mitchy's got himself doubled up. He's got himself the AMs for the feature and the heat.
Yeah.
So tonight in the green room, just for the RC's perspective, we'll have Vella, Marcus, and Dave Roberts at the moment. So it looks like it. That's if Dougie Gowns doesn't make that last inch. We'll have Jason Depp and Mitch Noble up here as well.
Oh, yeah. Let's get Mitch in. See, is Dougie Gowns going to get through? He's got to run.
Looking sharp.
He's got to try and get out the inside.
He's got the draft.
Yeah, the problem is he's got to try and get out the inside. That's going to be the thing for Mitch Noble. If he doesn't get up the inside, he's going to be in deep trouble. If he's going to try and round the out, well, he is. He's a brave boy, is this man. He's picked him up and stuck him in his pocket. Now the cut back on him as well. Oh, ooh, steady on the move and under braking there, big boy. That looked
cost him some time.
Yeah, that looked a little bit dodgy on the braking from Roberts in front, but it is going to be Phil Vella. 2 out of 2 for Vella here this evening. Great job. Knitska's going to come over the line. Dave Roberts is... yes!
0.05! That was so close!
Jason Depp takes the win in the Pro-Ams. And then we're going to have Mitch Noble in the AMs there as well. Scotty Barton has got to run down to the line. He's got Dan Byrne in front of him. Is he going to be able to get him as well? No, Byrne's going to get the job done over Scotty Barton. And what about Brandon Grock and Tyler Sheep? Well, Sheefy's just got it all wrong. Final lap, final corner. Oh, dear.
He's got it all wrong there, didn't he?
Oh, mate, if you're ever going to lose, give yourself up and lose positions, you might as well do it right about now.
1, 2. What did he lose? Maybe 3 positions? Yeah,
3.
Yeah,
so,
that sucks. That hurts always in the last corner. Well, you know what, mate? Happy Wednesday night. This is our first Wednesday tonight together. We popped the cherry. A lot of fun, a lot of action.
Yeah, there was a lot of action in there, and I think this is the thing when we said when we had the amount of cars, right, because there was quite a lot of them on that one. We did say that we were going to likely to have action, and we definitely got it. But, you know, I think some of it, obviously, the contacts and stuff like that, RC looking at it, not always agreed, but, you know, look, RC have a tough job, right, at the best of times. Let's be real about it. So I won't give you too much grief, boys, for getting it, you know, making decisions. But there we go.
Have a look at the timing tower, mate. The pros are all the way down to like 29th position. The pros had a really rough night tonight.
Yeah.
Really rough night.
I think a lot of people did on this new circuit, to be honest with you. I think that's the thing, isn't it? But let's bring you up the results from race number 2. Phil Vella is your winner with Marcus Knitska and Dave Roberts. You're 1, 2, 3 in the pros. Dougie Gowans just missing out. Danny Davison in 5th. Jason Depp takes the win in the Pro-Ams with Jamie Davis. David Gallo separating himself from Jordan Ferguson, who's separated by Alan Dawson before we get to the last of the Pro-Ams, which is Callan Hodgkinson. Mitch Noble, your winner of the AMs. Darren Fahey, Danny Burns, Scotty Barton, and then Benjamin Brook. Jay Dixon, Brandon Grock, and Tyler Sheaf finished down in 19th after his last lap, last corner spin. And then we've got Josh King, Timothy Schalmenberg, Thomas Donoghue, Russell Gander, Nathan Verney, Matt, not even going to try, Kevin Wakefield, Scotty Pocock round out the AM podium as well, Gander and Matty there. Wakefield in 26th, Scotty Pocock, Callum Rosenda, and Sam Katagazinos finishing down in 29th. Dean Sinkovic, Shane Ratcliffe, Greg Johnson, Andrew Rushworth, Sean Benici, Keegan Caldwell, and then we've got Jack Anderson, Dylan De Bono are the last of the runners before we get into safety car and RC. So there we go. Ooh.
Excellent, great work from the RCs tonight. They had a hatful and a handful. So I'm glad they're doing it, not me, because it's a hell of a job downstairs in the pit. Let's see, we're waiting for the AM and the Pro-Am to come through. So we're still waiting for Mitch Noble, and we're still waiting for Jason Depp to come up to the green room. Do we want to just go ahead and interview the top three, Roberts, Kanitska, and Vela?
Yeah.
No, here we go. They've just dropped in. Here we go. We'll grab in, who is next in line? It's Mitch Noble, isn't it? He's in the AM. I'll drag young Mitch in. If it lets me, and it will let me. There you go.
Mitch, welcome
All
in.
yours, JP.
Welcome in, buddy.
How's it going?
I'm all right, mate. How are you?
Oh, a little bit annoyed, but technical difficulties got in the way of this race.
Technical difficulties or driver's difficulties?
I had a low disk space error appear on my screen after the safety car. So I had to quickly push enter, and then that minimized the game into a small window. So I was racing windowed.
Nice.
1080p on a 1440p screen. So it was a bit difficult to see, but managed to get along there. So
yeah, you got the job done. I got to talk about it, right? Because I don't know. I did agree with some of it. Your contact right at the beginning, right? What was your take on that?
Contact right at the beginning.
Yeah, you were in pole position, right? And you and was it Dixon had contact?
No, it was Fahey.
Fahey had contact.
Yeah.
Was that around turn 2?
Yes.
I don't know what that was, to be honest. I gave him space and got bumped off.
I agree, Mitch.
Nothing got called in. I just used that as just hard racing. So
yeah, come on.
Hard racing.
JP, he's a racer. Of course, he's going to say he got bumped off.
Hey,
Did you get a drive through for that?
No, he got no further action, didn't he? There was NFA, and I was, look, I thought you got turned in on, especially when your front wheels hit his side pod, right? So that's that. Look, Mitch, I was in your corner, sir. I was cheering you on, buddy, on that one. But listen, how tough was it out there at Misano? It's a new circuit. Have you done much practice before tonight?
I've driven it a lot in ACC, but never in this. So it was a bit different. The track was quite hot, which also made it a bit different as well. In practice, I was struggling for pace, but then the track warmed up again in qualifying and the race, and I seem to have found that. Just had to find my line and the rhythm and follow it.
Yeah. Listen, after this race, the wonderful admins get to move people around, Mitch. You know what I mean? Do you think you're going up from AMS?
I hope not.
Okay.
We shall see.
Good talk, Mitch. Thanks for that one, mate. You know what I mean? I do love a one-word answer. Well, listen, let's just see how you get on and see where you are next week. Mitch, anyone you want to shout out, buddy, before you let you go?
I want to give a shout out to obviously Steve and Dean for putting everything together, and our sponsors, Shunts, Warren and Brown Tools, Shannon's, Grim Industries, NeuroPower, Cooler Master, and DSL Railway Services.
Well done, mate.
It's been a while since I said those, so I had to remember everything.
Awesome job there, Mitch, as well. Thanks so much for joining us, buddy. And good luck next week as you tackle Donington. That should be a fun one.
Oh, the Don.
Ooh,
I like
my
the Don.
favourite track.
That'll be good fun.
Well, yeah. That's going to... Hey, JP, 40 cars at Donington. That's going to be amazing.
Are we here next week, Steve? Or are we going back? Are we giving it back to the normals?
Oh, well, depends on how Hamish's computer goes. Maybe we'll just do it all every night. What do you reckon?
Mate, hey, I'm free. It's during the day for me. Mitch, anyway, we better let you go, son. Otherwise, me and Steve will be here all night. Have a good one, buddy.
Take care, Mitch. Well done, buddy.
Hey, Steve, 40 cars at Donny.
Mr. Jason.
I think we should kick them off
Mr.
for the
Jason
night.
Depp.
Yeah,
What's he? I wonder, is he related to Johnny?
I don't know. Should we find out on that one?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Mr. Depp, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah, good. Did not expect this result, but stoked.
Distant relative to Johnny?
I think so. I don't know. I'll have to check. And get back to you.
check the family tree, mate, and get back to us. JP, what do you think of Mr. Jason Depp's performance tonight, mate?
Mate, you can't say that nothing bad was wrong with it because he finished in the Pro-Am lead. He was up 8 places from where he started in race number 2 and took the victory. So, you know, at the end of the day, you've got to go away, Jason, sit back and think, actually, do you know what? I deserved that. I enjoyed that. And hell yeah, I won it.
Oh, thanks, JP. No, I appreciate it. I could have done better in the first, first sprint. I kind of cooked it. I think I made it up to P10 from the start, but then I guess I didn't realize how cold my tires were, even though it's 2 laps in, and I just spun it around and fell back down the order. So could have done better in the first race, but yeah, second race, pretty good result. Managed to sort of just stay calm and just drive a clean race.
Are we going to nickname this fella Captain Sparrow from now on?
I think that was that was from last week after Spa. The weather was beautiful this time around compared to the apocalyptic weather we had last round. So I was definitely happy for that. But yeah,
well, you've done really well, mate. You've drove an absolute pearl of a race. Finishing in the top 10 is no easy feat with this grid and the pace of the guys. Even though it looks like our pros today very spread out from the top to the bottom, did it make it a little bit harder having the pros mixing it up in the mid pack?
Oh, definitely. I mean, you have pro drivers hounding you around the track, and you're sort of in the middle of them. But at the same time, I was trying to sort of use it to my advantage. I think towards the end, I was battling with, I think it was Danny, and he managed to get in front of me. And I decided, look, I'm just gonna not necessarily battle, but I'm just gonna try and stick with him and use this slipstream just to drag me further up the track to try and get close to the top running guys.
That's definitely the way to go, mate. That's the way I do it, and I'm down in the back all the time, so I'm good at that dragging bit. So excellent, mate. It says here a privateer. What's the team that you're racing for?
It should be a Velocity Racing team. I'm not sure.
Oh, you are a Velocity member. I thought so. You got to change your SDK. So we'll get Dougie Gowers to help you with that one.
Sure.
Do you know who you got to thank that gets you guys on track?
Oh, I mean, like a general shout out, you mean, or?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I guess first of all, thank God, and thanks to Velocity Racing Team, Jack and Jordan, Tyler, the guys, especially Jordan. I appreciate him during the second race. He sort of let me go by. We didn't really, fight it out all that much. So I appreciate that. He probably deserves to be up here more than me. But yeah, shout out to him and shout out to my family and friends, and obviously all the sponsors for this series, and all you guys for putting on a good show. So thanks.
Excellent, mate. Well, good luck for the rest of the season. Killer race next week. I probably won't be in the booth. I'll probably be watching it, but good luck, mate, and hope the rest of the season goes well for you.
Sounds good. Cheers, boys. Appreciate it.
All right, take care, mate.
Adios.
All right, JP. Who we got next? I think it's Mr. Roberts that comes up next.
Mm-hmm.
Our reigning season 2 champion.
Yes.
Oh, and I've missed him.
No, there we go. There we go. We got him in.
There he goes.
Hey,
Mr. Roberts, how you going, mate? Podium. I just spoke over top of JP. I thought we'd both have a pause, and I went for it.
You carry on, Steve.
Mate, how was that for you? How did you enjoy that top step of the Pro-Ams?
Yeah, once again,
third place of the pros.
Yeah. Keeping it clean came through with the goods. So a lot of people getting into trouble on the hot track, I think, and you get a little bit offline on the inside and have a little inside front lockup, and it gets hectic pretty quick. So I managed to stay away from most of that, which is good. I got a bit of damage in that first race. Steering was off, and I think I was a bit down on top speed, but you finish, if you just scrape into the top 10, it sets you up well for that final. So good times.
Well, you've got a whole season ahead of you, and you're Mr. Consistency in the field. You're always there at about podiums, top 5, which is key to winning a championship, because you are the reigning season 2 champion for the was it Formula 3s was the last season? Yes, it was Formula 3s. So how are you preparing for the rest of the season? Is the practice level going up? Is it a bit different now that these cars are in action?
These first few tracks are not favourites of mine. I mean, I only got into Misano like over the last few days, so we're coming into some of my favourite tracks. So hopefully I get a bit more quality pace coming in, and I feel a bit better about the second half of the season. I should be coming on strong.
Now, last question I've got for you before I hand you over to JP. Are you itching for this big, massive national race at the end of the season?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll sign up for that. Marcus will join us for sure. Is it? Yeah, I guess there's a quality for that, so we still got to probably get in for it.
Or no, you've got to finish in the top 20 of our series.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Yeah, should be all right then.
So top 20 drivers in our series goes up against the top 20 drivers in the Gentlemen's Sim Racing Club. So,
awesome.
top 20 get in there and go for a massive all-out duck fight.
No, it'd be cool. It'd be good to represent SRW. You know, we'll all team up together, which would be good.
100%. JP, any questions for this shining star?
I have not, dear sir. Just anybody you want to shout out before we let you go?
Oh, just our main man on Worm Paints, who does our liveries for us. If you want a quality custom livery, check out Worm Paints. They got a Facebook and a website. So thank you. Thanks to them.
Okay, mate. Well,
excellent, mate.
Awesome stuff there, Dave. Well done, buddy. And look forward to seeing what you do at Donny next week.
Beautiful. Love that track.
Take care, man.
Thanks, guys.
Take care, buddy.
Right, Marcus is there for you. Steve, in the booth, ready for you to go.
Mr. Kaziska, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing very good after that race. I've actually been crook all day, so I wasn't sure how I was going to go tonight, but good result. Very good result.
Good little battle there at the very end between yourself, Robertson, Gowans. It was looking pretty good. Some corners where the things were getting really tight, wheels are getting a little bit tangled up. It looked pretty good. How'd your car handle out there? Did you have a good setup and everything was good? I mean, it's a big setup, but how did the setup suit you?
I felt really good actually. Like we're just talking in the green room about the hot track towards the end, and I actually felt pretty comfortable in that hot track towards the end. I had really good car balance. So some really tight battles. The track's really difficult to pass. So anytime you get any sort of run, you're always going to stick the nose in. So don't fault any of the boys for having a go there. It was good hard racing, and we all came out the other side. So it was really good racing. Enjoyed that. Thought I might have something for Phil after that last restart, but no, he's just too quick.
Yeah, he was very, very quick, and he had Jay up the front there.
Oh yeah, Dixon was there as well. Almost pulled off the no stop.
Well, we were like, me and JP are going, there's no way he's going to do this. If he does this, it's a miracle. But he was like 4 minutes shy of it. So yeah, it was pretty much what we thought. He was going to run out in the last 2 or 3 laps. But you know what? Hats off. Give him a crack. Give it a go. Why not?
Yeah, absolutely. I think if it got a little bit more fuel saving behind Phil there, maybe he could have got there. But yeah, it's always tricky in these cars because you're only using like a litre and a bit per lap or whatever. So it's really hard to sort of save any kind of like significant fuel to get that extra couple of laps. So I was the same.
Fuel burn.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
So I was the same. I was coming towards the end of the race. I'm like, surely he's got a pit. And he keeps going around and around. So it was fun.
It is fun, and it was a great load of fun for me and JP, mate. You've already shouted out you guys, haven't you? Look, congratulations, mate. Fantastic run out there. Good luck for the rest of the season. JP and I'll be watching with bated breath to see how you all go.
Yeah, I just want to shout out that's our first first double podium as a team at Pace Syndicate. So pretty wrapped on that.
It is too.
Pretty wrapped on that one. It's not a 1-2, but that's the next one to chase down, I think.
Well, I was just about to say, my mind went blank for a second then, actually, because you've got a massive open wheel team there in Pace Syndicate. Where are the rest of the guys?
A lot of them are racing some GT3s on Monday at the moment, but no, it's just one of those things where a couple of people just had some kids. A few people got some life stuff in the way, but yeah, they'll be back.
I love that. They had kids. Kids are in the way now, so
I know. That's right. I don't have that.
We won't get on that story. I could talk all night about kids.
Oh yes, you and me both, buddy. You and me both.
All right, Marcus. Well done, mate. Want to shout out the livery guy again one more time for us before you go?
Yeah, big shout out to Worm Paints. Carl does an awesome job of all the paints for the team, and he does custom paints as well. So if you want a sick paint, check out Worm Paints.
Excellent, mate. Well, have a good night, mate. Good luck for the rest of the season. It's a pleasure having you on
Take care.
board.
Take care, boys. Thanks for doing the broadcast.
Cheers, mate.
I do love the fact he
All
just
right.
went, kids get in the way. Oh, dear me.
Mr. Vella. Top step on a Wednesday night, and you get to chat to me and JP, which makes it even better. How you going?
Good.
That's it. That's all you got to say. Good. Hey, what was going on with the strategy there? Were you and Jay talking around in the Discord? Was he ever going to make it? Was he hoping, or was it just wishful thinking?
We tried to. I tried to back things up a little bit to give him a little bit of space, and then the numbers just weren't kind of coming our way in terms of being able to finish. So then I thought, let's swap, hang out in the draft, use partial throttle, lift into the zones, and see if we can extend a bit more. But the maths told us that we're probably going to be 1 to 2 laps short on that strategy. So unfortunately, it was a good idea, good concept. We just didn't happen for us.
It adds to the story, it adds to that chatter that we get to go in here and talk about how crazy this strategy sounds. But you know what, knowing you boys and how in depth you guys go into strategy and stuff like this, fuel burn and everything like that, I knew you guys would be close, but we sort of thought you'd be like that 2 laps to 4 minutes short.
Yeah, it was. It was pretty punishing conditions out there. It was 50 degrees track temp for the second race, and so the pace was there, to help us make that happen. And I think if we'd had one more safety car lap, then it would have worked. We would have nailed it.
Yep. I think if you had another full safety car, you would have been stoked. You guys would have been up the front doing the cha-cha.
Well, I fueled up and I had nearly, I think, 15 litres or something at the end. So I was too heavy as well for those last few laps. But
did the track come back to you with the temperature going up, or did it feel like it was loosening up?
You definitely had to be careful of how much energy you're putting into the tyres and the balance of the car. So folk who are running too much rearward brake bias, that would have been a little bit of a nightmare on corner entry. There just wouldn't be the stability. I'm comfortable with something that pushes slightly, and so that was the type of balance I was aiming for. But through some of the more technical sections, the rear end is kind of gliding. It's not fixed traction anymore.
Yeah. All right, last one from me, mate. Are you looking forward to the national championship at the end of the season?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I think it's wonderful motivation, to be honest, to make sure I get the laps in here and make sure I get a position from which I can qualify for that series. The work that the organisers have done to make that happen is exemplary, and I think it's going to be a great event. So yeah, I'm absolutely looking forward to that.
Yeah, I get goosebumps thinking about it, because I've actually got to meet the boys from Gentlemen Sim Racing Club, and they're all absolute top blokes. And we have a chat every now and again. We haven't had a chat for a few weeks, but we're due for another one in the next couple of days. But it's everyone's buzzing on their side and our side. Their series has got 40 plus drivers, just like our series has got 40 plus drivers. So it's going to be epic. It's going to be a battle of the best 40 guys in the country at the moment that are running at this particular moment around, and it's going to be an awesome show to watch. If we don't break some records with our YouTube, I'll go he.
Yeah, I mean, it's really exciting, and the thought of 40 of the best open wheel drivers at that event is it's actually really exciting. Should be some wonderful racing.
Yeah, I think it will be too. I think both leagues very fair, both leave space, both are conscious of what goes on to these cars and how easy they fall apart. And it's going to be very similar to what we have here. It's a championship. People are going to throw the nose in there and get their nose ahead of it, but it's going to be spectacular. I'm really looking forward to it. I'll definitely be calling that night. 100%. I'll be going on. I own the bloody place, so I'm going to make space for myself. So definitely going to be there. But listen, mate, who gets you out on track and gets the Downforce Racing boys going?
Yeah, look, firstly, I'd like to dedicate tonight's win to my best dog, Rex. Unfortunately, I lost him 2 weeks ago, and my best mate for 9 years. So, yeah, I'd like to thank the team. Darren, Jay, the Red Rocket guys, and Callum, who are all on the chat with us. It's wonderful to have a little community there that we can talk about, what times we're seeing, what type of deg we're seeing, and just exchange some perspectives on what we think is going to be successful from a strategy and kind of at a more tactical level, just approach to the track, so that we can, create the best outcomes for that team. So very thankful to the Downforce Racing team for that support. And as always, like to thank my wife Monica, who creates a lot of space for me to enjoy this hobby and to try to do my best at it. Finally, this types of series wouldn't happen without the folk who organise it, like yourself, Steve, who put in a lot of effort to creating a high quality event and broadcast for us. So I'm very thankful for that, and the sponsors of this type of event, Warren and Brown Tools, Cooler Master, Shannon's Insurance, the NeuroPower guys, and just very thankful for them for taking a focus and helping us create this environment.
Well, we can't do it without you guys and the dedication you guys put behind the scenes in the Discord room and the effort you guys go on track. That's what it's all about, mate. It's you guys are the show. Me and JP and the other boys in the background, we're just here to hold the backdrop, hold the lights, hold the mics. You guys are the show, and without you guys, this is nothing. And the show you guys put on every week is spectacular. So I take my hat off to you, mate, and congratulations on your win tonight. And I hope the championship goes our way when it gets to that championship. Good luck when it comes to that point, mate. So I won't probably catch you next week because the regular crew will be back. I know everyone will be very disappointed, but I'll be definitely watching as I do every night, mate. So congratulations and good luck for the rest of the season.
Thanks, Steve. Thanks, guys. Have a great week.
Cheers, mate.
Well, there you go.
Well, JP,
yeah,
that was something different for me and you.
Yeah, it was. I enjoyed that. Lots of action going on, lots of wonderful incidents at times, and cars flying. Don't see that in a GR86. We just see them flip over. So great action to sit back and watch, Stephen. And I think, to be fair, these guys done a really good job considering the amount of cars that were on the track.
Oh, hell yeah, mate. Every week out. Viewers that are out there, please like and subscribe and watch these boys. This series is fastly becoming one of the biggest series in the country, and it's because of the quality of the drivers. That's all there is to it. We're just here, like I said, holding the lights, holding the candles, holding the mics. So yeah, 100%, mate. But I love it. It's good to be out here and doing it for a change. I love racing these damn things. I just can't race at the moment.
Well, yeah, I think that's the thing, isn't it? And then we're going to go and stick 40 of them on Donny. So, yeah, good luck, everybody, on that one, guys, as well. Thanks so much for joining myself. I've been JP. I've been in the booth with Steve Sinkovic here this evening as well. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on the bells, and a lot more racing coming up tomorrow, especially with us at the GR86 at Algarve. So come and check us out for that one. But as always, guys, take care. Have a great week. And you never know, we might see you on the track sometime. Good night.
This is amazing. I was clash heads again. This is like Chaz Mostert and Cam Waters. Almost the same situation. Better contact going down to the hill. Sam Noble wants to snip on Dave Coleman now. Sam Noble bottle right now because, tell you what,